Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another SWGOH video. Now before I get into it, let me first give a shout out to my latest patron, Piet. Thank you so much to you and all my other patrons for all your ongoing support. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Now everybody, hope you had a great week behind you, that you're looking forward to get your weekend started. But before you do, we have to take a visit over to the planet of Tatooine. Now, the Tatooine was initially inhabited by Jawas and Tusken Raiders. However, it experienced a population explosion due to the search for valuable mineral deposits on the planet's silicate surface. However, when it was actually found out that the mined ore had unwanted metallurgic properties, the mining firms quickly abandoned the planet, leaving behind valuable equipment, most notably the large sandcrawlers, which we all know were then later used by Jawas. Now for today's challenge, you only need one team to complete all the feats and get max rewards, which is great, so it's going to be quite easy and straightforward one this time. As always, I'll first cover the modifiers, the feats, and then show you my team mods and explain some of the mechanics behind the team. If you're not interested in that, as always, there'll be YouTube chapters below so you can just skip straight through to the battles, but for those that want to listen in, let's just dive into it. Now the Dune Sandstorm, there's a global modifier for Tatooine. What will happen is, at the beginning of every unit's turn, everybody will get applied damage over time, which can't be resisted. However, it can be cleansed. Just something to bear in mind. Then up next, the player modifier for the Old Republic. So Old Republic are immune to tenacity down and they get extra tenacity, and then also as well, what's good one is, whenever you do use basic ability, you will deal true damage to all enemies, and this will come into play very well because we'll be using Canderous, and you know, he will be getting so much bonus turn meter with all his multiple attacks, and this is all his basic attacks, so even though, you know, he will not be like, he's not Relic, he himself won't be doing a lot of damage, he will be applying dots on top of dots from Dune Sandstorms, as well as be dealing true damage to them, so he'll quickly burn for all of them. It's a really fun team to run. And then the enemy modifier for Separatists, it's a very good one. So the summon Separatists, they get plus 50% speed, health, protection, and damage, and all other Separatists get half of those bonuses. And we'll be going up against Newt's team there, and obviously they do not have any summon unit there, so they will get Sniper Droid as the 6th unit in the battle. Looking at the feats next, obviously have to complete the battle, win with no tanks in your squad, so obviously that means we won't be able to use Johani or Zalbar in there, we'll be making use of other Old Republic characters. And then as well, flawless victory, win without losing any unit, and then obviously it's an Old Republic challenge this time, so you have to use a full squad of Old Republic units, not an issue as well. Anyway, let's now hop into my team and show you my team, their mods, and just explain some of the key mechanics that are happening here. Okay, so I've chosen Jedi Knight Revan lead for this one. His leadership, at the end of the day here, you know, it won't do all that much, it adds extra speed, extra offense and things like that. But you know, at the end of the day, the one that will do all the work is Canderous. All these guys are there just to support him around it. I'm using Bastila, Jolie. But Jolie is good, you know, he can maybe bring one of the Jedi back if they get taken out or something like that. He can heal as well. Bastila can dispel, Corrin assist. Revan as well can swap their meter, cleanse buffs, you know, those dots, equalize health and things like that. So these three guys will keep your team alive pretty much. Then Canderous, he really is the main character here, because there you go, he's basic, will deal physical damage and will deal damage second time, and if the enemy had protection before the attack, then he will also attack for the third time. So every time he will do that, he'll be gaining bonus turn meter from his unique. So unique, I like a challenge, you know, does a lot of things, but the one we'll really pay attention to here is, whenever an enemy with a damage over time is damaged, Canderous gains 8% turn meter. And he will be gaining so much bonus turn meter because obviously his basic will do true damage because of the modifier we get here for the Old Republic. And everybody will have damage over time on them because of the global modifier. So he'll be getting so many turns, he'll just keep going and going and going and going until enemies eventually fall down one by one at a time. And then the fifth one, you know, doesn't really matter who. I just put Mission in there. Obviously, the only two you don't use is Zalbar or Juhani, because they're both tanks, and you know, one of the feats says don't use tanks. And let me first quickly show the mods. I don't think mods are all that important. Obviously, you do want Jedi Revan to be fast, so he can quickly get a turn there in beginning and get a mark going, and then from here on out, you know, battle is pretty much under control. So mine there's a 334. Bastila here. Again, I have a mod for speed. She's at 274. Then up next, Julie. I just have him modded for health. Lots of health there. And then, you know, as you can see, mods on Canderous, nothing too crazy there. I even don't have all the mods maxed out on him, but it doesn't really matter. Just some random mods on him, really. And same thing for Mission, just some random mods. I don't really use these two characters anywhere, so they just have some, you know, totally random mods on them. Okay, now for the fun part, let's hop into the battle and let me show you how this one will go. There's only a little bit of RNG in beginning, like if Sniper Droid there obviously one-shots your Canderous, you will want to retreat and go back in, but as long as Canderous after that initial shot stays alive, you should be good to go. So then when Revan gets a mark, you just go on to mark down Droideka and just keep using basic from Canderous, and that's it. There we go. Obviously, if they would have taken my Jedi Revan out there, he would have been saved by Savior anyways, so that's not really an issue at all there. But as you can see, Canderous pretty much carrying his battle all by himself. Keep doing true damage to the enemies over and over again. I don't worry at all about extortion here. I don't mind. Let Newt extort me all he wants. He won't really get anything from me this time. There we go. I'm not revealing any secrets. There you go. Everybody going down from the damage over times whenever they do get a turn, and Canderous just keeps on going and going and going. There we go. Enemies disappearing left and right, only down to Newt. Obviously Newt does get a revive, so there you go. Savior triggered on Jedi Revan. We can now swap their meter, maybe get a stun. Perfect. And then let's Canderous finish. So as you can see now, with less enemies, Canderous will be gaining less bonus their meter, but still we got it under control, and boom, there we go. That's how easy it is here with the Old Republic to do all the feats in a single battle. No need really to go in and, you know, do attempts again, unless, as mentioned before, for example, the summon droid there as his first shot would take out Canderous. Then obviously you will want to go back out and just go back in. That's the only bit of RNG here. Once that initial hits from the enemies go and Canderous is still alive, you know, you just mark their Droideka and just keep using basics from Canderous, and that will pretty much complete here all the feats in today's challenge and get you max reward yet again. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video, that you find it useful and helpful. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.